Hola a todos, bienvenidos.
Hola, bienvenidos.
In this video I have a few questions for Tomas about his experience moving to the US from Nicaragua, since he's lived here now for 4 years. Almost 4 years. We're very close to 4 years. And he never even came to the US or visited before he ended up moving here.
That's true.
Soy Darlene, aka Dars, and on this channel we teach Spanish, all about Nicaragua and life as a bicultural family. If you're interested in this type of content, consider subscribing, and let's get into the video.
Hola. Soy Tomás, aka Tomasito.
And also, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, we did do a video about him moving to the US, but it was more like about his work journey and that, so this is going to be completely different content. Check it out here if you want to see the video. I got these questions from a subscriber and a friend, so thank you very much for these questions.
Jamás pensé que iba a ser difícil, pero sí pensé que iba a ser complicado porque venía a un país donde hablaban un idioma diferente. Venía con eso de pensar que cómo me iba a ir, qué iba a pasar conmigo si no hablaba el idioma. Mi primera impresión fue subir un avión.
Very first time.
Nunca había subido un avión. Aterrizamos en Miami y ver Miami desde arriba, ver todo ese montón de edificios, y es algo que no se ve en Nicaragua, ¿me entiendes? Fue en Michigan, no sé, recién venimos. Aterrizamos en Miami aterrizamos en Chicago. Tu mamá llegó a traernos. We went to Michigan and I started seeing the snow on the side of the road. It wasn't April, but it's a little snow still on the side. Y en la casa de tus padres había un cerrito de nieve ahí, entonces fue impresionante verla. No la había visto caer todavía.
What's the thing you told me about the snowflakes?
Mi primer vez viendo la nieve fue en Minnesota. Fue mi primer invierno también. Estaba en el trabajo y una de mis compañeras de trabajo me dijo, está nevando, y yo abrí la puerta y como un chavalito, nunca había visto la nieve, y agarré la nieve y empecé a ver. Pero son como los que salen en las películas, los muñecos, que se ve la banderita así, el dibujo. Yo no sabía. My coworker started looking at me like, she said,
You never saw it done before?
no, something impressive. It's beautiful. They was impressed, like how was my reaction seeing the snow falling.
What did you think when you saw like the big residences, huge houses and apartments and all that, where people live?
Bueno, nunca había visto un complex de apartamentos. Bueno, había visto un hotel, pero un hotel es súper diferente a un complex de apartamentos. Estudié ingeniería civil y, bueno, no terminé la carrera, pero es algo que me emociona, la construcción, y ver todas las casas grandotas que hay aquí. Tuve la oportunidad de ir a algunas casas donde se estaban construyendo y ver cómo se hacía toda la estructura diferente de madera, y después como que eran lindísimas, ¿no? Grandes.
What did you think of like the insides, like how people live inside and like their properties? And
It's beautiful. They have whatever they want to have. If they want to have a park, they have a park. They have a big jar, like they can play whatever they want to play. Inside the kitchen is really nice. The bathrooms are really amazing. Normally in Nicaragua, they have an outside kitchen, open fire. Oh, the dishwasher. I don't even know that exists at that point. I decided and say, what is this for? Well, I don't like wash the dishes on the dishwasher. I wash by hand because it's quicker and better. Other thing is that they have jar, they have grass, they mow the lawn with a lawnmower. Easy in Nicaragua, if you wanna clean your patio or tener un montón de zacate, machete, mijo. Algo que no ocupaba aquí desde que vine. Yeah, I've been using Bobcat to cut, to do more lawn. I never seen in Nicaragua nobody using the Bobcat to cut the grass. They're amazing. Me encanta ver los edificios grandísimos y parecer tonto así.
I'm the same way.
In Nicaragua, I only watch in the movies. Like when we went to New York, I never think about I will see that with my eyes. Una experiencia lindísima. We have some big buildings, but in the capital.
But not so big like Chicago, New York City.
No. We don't go that high.
learning to read and write in English specifically?
No soy tan bueno. Bueno, puedo leer, escribir, soy más malo que mandaba a hacer en la Pacentro. Practico, no escribo mucho en inglés porque no tengo clases de inglés. Puedo escribir lo básico, pero some stuff I cannot read it, and it's kind of hard for me at this point still. I never believed that I can speak more than I can write, and I can understand more than I can speak. So I learned in...
You've done a lot of reading in English because you study for the CDL in English and you study for the other exam in English.
Can you imagine I come to United States without speaking English and I try to take that CDL test between 6 months? Oh, nah. I can't even talk and I think I will read it. El examen yo llegaba y había unas preguntas que yo empezaba de Tim Marín, de dos pingües, y en la que termina, esa es. No, ¿qué iba a hacer? No, es cierto.
You have certainly improved your reading and writing with English.
Yeah, I did take a test for my company to work, so I did. So that helped me to read and write down.
How does going to the grocery store all the time compared to in Nicaragua? You usually go to the market.
¿Qué te puedo decir? ¿Cuántas veces iba yo al supermercado en Nicaragua? No sé, una vez al mes tal vez. Si acaso a comprar, no sé, una pasta de dientes y desodorante. Pero para comprar comida no, casi no íbamos al super. Se ocupa más que todo el mercado o las ventas.
So what did you think of going to the grocery store all the time here?
It's kind of hard because when I wanna do carne asada or something like that, I don't know what kind of meat they can use. I take whatever I find, they go. And you go to Nicaragua, you go to the market and the person selling the meat, you say, I want a meat for carne asada, and they give you the meat. And you say, I want a meat for salpicón, te dan la carne de salpicón. ¿Y aquí yo qué? ¿De dónde? No me la sé en español, mucho menos en inglés. Eso es difícil. The hard part for cook here too is you don't find all that stuff like, do you need like Nicaraguan?
Well, the other part too is in Nicaragua at the market you have to know your way around because there's different things all over. Well, to me it seems kind of like all over, but if you go here in the US to the grocery store or even in Nicaragua to the grocery store, stuff is all in their order and you can just walk up and down the aisles and you know where the door is to get out. But if you go into the market without knowing where to go out, you might get lost in there.
Sometimes you go in one door, and when I come out the other door and say,
Where am I?
where am I? Mama, thank you for pasties. That is no American food, but the best food I can eat. Thank you, Mama, for that. You make the best one, okay? The one that I really don't like, hamburgers from the fast food places, Burger King, McDonald's, DQ. Jesus. Para gusto los colores, mijo, y cada quien le gusta lo que le quiere gustar, pero a mí no va conmigo. No, thank you. Oh, you know what I love? My favorite food from a restaurant, you can find it in Cottage House, Menahga, Minnesota. It's the best place like you can go eat breakfast. They cook amazing.
You get hash browns when you go there?
Yeah, always.
Hash browns, I think, is one big thing that you discovered here that you really like.
Yeah, my first time eating hash browns was in Wisconsin. Red Lodge, Montana. Yeah, Red Lodge was the first place that I went to do snowboarding.
Video here if you want to see it.
This depends for what. I love Key West when we went to the Keys. One of my favorite places, camp.
My parents own a camp up in northern Michigan on a lake, so that's an amazing place to be.
Yeah, if you want to rent it, you can ask us and we can give you. They have one for rent and they have one for their own. So if you want to go fish too,
Oh yeah.
that is something I really love. Go with Dad to fish. Thank you, Dad.
Oh man, the sunshine is getting kind of crazy lighting here. No more natural light, we had to shut the curtains. Before you answer it, hit the like button if you haven't yet.
Yeah, just go do that before I answer it. What do I like? Do you want me the people kick me out of here or what?
No.
Algo que no me gusta mucho el sauna.
That's not
Eso no es parte de la
really-
cultura.
That's Finnish culture.
Yeah. Oh, something I don't like about the culture, because that's about the culture, is they don't give up too much. They off. They have only a day.
Oh yeah, depends the company you work for.
Nicaragua teníamos como 50. Something that I like is
I feel like American culture is like, there's just so many different things because it's just a melting pot of all the different cultures. So if you say one thing, it might be in one state, but not another state.
no sé qué es la cultura. Si me decís la cultura de Nicaragua es los tipos de comida, los bailes, la gigantona, y aquí no he ido nada de eso, entonces no. No he ido a un lugar cultural aquí, no he ido.
Besides the language barrier and like the visa process, what have been some hardships?
Well, miss my family. Well, the places that I've been living is kind of hard to go to Nicaragua because they're kind of expensive. Well, that doesn't stop me because I went to Nicaragua 5 times, yeah, already. I don't know, I think one of the hardest things is the language. Something like I've been fighting with since I've been here. It depends where you talk, because sometimes some people trying to understand you when you're trying to talk in English, because I don't speak perfect English, but some people doesn't like you told something to them in a little bit wrong, and they go what, and you repeat it and it's still a little bit wrong, and they go what, and that made me feel sad because I cannot talk with everyone, you know.
Yeah, I feel like people in the US, not everybody obviously, but a lot of people are so tough on people who don't have perfect English.
They don't say nothing, they only go what.
Yeah, like they don't even try to understand you, some people.
I know it's the language, but I don't know, some people need to try that be a little nice with that.
Pretty sure I know what you're gonna say, but besides family, what's something you miss about Nicaragua? Wait. Comment below something that you would miss about your home country if you were ever to move to some place completely different. Now you can answer.
La comida.
I knew it.
¿Quién no extraña la comida? El que me diga que es de Nicaragua y se movió a otro país y no extraña su comida, nunca fue nicaragüense. Nunca.
Is there anything else?
Mis amigos. When I was in Nicaragua, I was working, I can say hard, but I get home and can go hang out with my friends, play pool or talking and stuff like that. Here, when I by myself, when she was in Nicaragua, I come home, jump in the bed, next day go work, come back, work back. I don't do nothing outside.
Hi. Where is the place in the US that you feel most comfortable and happy?
Is 2 places. I love being in Michigan, where you're from. I know, with all the people I've been there, they're so nice. That made me feel really good. And the other place is in Michigan. It's in Minnesota, where I was living before.
Your first official job in the US.
Yeah, it's the place that I cannot complain nothing about it. It's one of the places I love to go visit her family too, because she has her family there here in the United States, because the fierce place that I want to go always is behind me. Well, that is one part, San Juan del Sur. That's Nicaragua.
Gracias por ver. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next Tuesday and Saturday.
Comenten qué cosas han vivido ustedes, cuál ha sido la parte difícil y la fácil y lo que les encanta. Comenten.
Bye.
Bye.
Ready?
For what?
To get tortured. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Y mi primer vez
Bye-bye.
en Italia,
Mama. Baba.
Okay,
¿qué?
honey. So what about your favorite?
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Is the places I think.
Bye.
Bye.